Each week on this video, we'll give you 3 players changing value on the RosterWatch Dynasty Startup rankings. I'm Seslowsky. The first player we're going to talk about is Calvin Ridley, the wide receiver on the Atlanta Falcons, age 26, currently rising up our Dynasty rankings. Previous rank, wide receiver 9. Updated ranking, wide receiver 5. The case for Calvin Ridley as a top 5 Dynasty wide receiver is straightforward. Ridley finished as the wide receiver 5 last year with Julio Jones still on the team. There was a narrative that Ridley would not perform well when Julio missed games. The concern was that Ridley would have to deal with better defensive coverage. Ridley smashed down that wall, averaging over 20 fantasy points a game when Julio did miss games. Ridley is still in his athletic peak at age 26, and Matt Ryan can still make all of the throws even at age 36. If Julio Jones is not on the team, Ridley is in the conversation for the wide receiver 1 in Dynasty startup drafts. Not only should Ridley be a yards and receptions hog this season, a 15-plus touchdown season is a reasonable upside projection. If you do not want to participate in the running back inflation that happens in most of these startup drafts, Ridley is an ideal wide receiver pivot. The second player we're going to talk about is George Kittle, age 28, the tight end on the San Francisco 49ers. Currently, slightly falling down our Dynasty rankings. Previous rank, tight end 3. Updated rank, tight end 5. George Kittle's talent is unquestioned. His slight fall down the top of the tight end rankings is due to his team's run-first mentality, along with questions about his durability, especially last season. There's a strong tier break after the top 5 tight ends. Kittle is still cemented in that top tier. Moving Kittle from tight end 3 to tight end 5 is strictly for Dynasty players that value the age curve. All the tight ends at the top, Kelsey, Waller, Hockenson, and Pitts, have a case for being the Dynasty tight end 1, acknowledging that Kelsey and Waller are older than Kittle, but proved to be literal league winners in tight end premium formats. TJ Hockenson and Kyle Pitts are more projection-based, and even in tight end premium, it is optimal to wait for the 5th best tight end, whoever that may be in your personal rankings, to extract maximum value out of the tight end position. The third player we're going to talk about is Adam Troutman, the tight end on the New Orleans Saints, age 24, currently rising up our Dynasty rankings. Previous rank, tight end 16. Updated rank, tight end 11. Adam Trautman is likely to be a trendy name this offseason, and there's good reason to be optimistic about his chances to have a meaningful part of your fantasy team. The Saints are very thin of pass catchers behind Michael Thomas, and last year's starting tight end Jared Cook is no longer with the team, making Troutman the unquestioned starter. The opportunity will be there for Troutman, and film grinders love his prospect profile. The Saints have yet to name a starting quarterback. The player who wins the starting job is not likely to impact Troutman in a negative way whatsoever. Both Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill will be good for the passing attack, as we saw last season. Ranking Troutman inside the top 12 tight ends is aggressive and is tied to projection rather than proven production, but the upside is commensurate with the risk. For fantasy gamers who are more risk-averse, it is reasonable to draft Tyler Higbee, Logan Thomas, or Mike Gesicki ahead of Troutman. Okay, RosterWatch Nation, that's it for today. Remember to like and subscribe to get notifications when we put up more videos, and leave us a comment in the video. Let us know which players you think are moving up and down your Dynasty rankings. Until next time, goodbye.